for Campbelltown.
Thank you, Speaker. In 1968, a young man by the name of John Marsden entered Warby's Bakery in Campbelltown, and with his law degree in his right hand and a passion for justice in his left, he walked straight past the freshly baked goods and into a makeshift office space out the back. From that small office in the back of the bakery, John Marsden AM set to work in what was then a one-man, one-secretary office. Now stands the offices of the well-regarded, well-respected Marsdens Law Group. Today in this chamber, I acknowledge and commemorate Marsden's 50th anniversary, especially the group's unwavering commitment to the rule of law and their service to the people of New South Wales, Campbelltown and indeed the broader Macarthur. Sadly, John Marsden is not with us to celebrate this milestone after succumbing to his lengthy battle with cancer in 2006, which he fought with the same arduous tenacity that he brought to his legal career and Marsden's today. However, I have no doubt that John would be proud to see Marsden's reach this milestone, and even prouder to know that his younger brother, Jim Marsden OAM, has taken the helm as senior partner and steered the group onto continued success. Jim hadn't always planned to take over after his brother. In fact, Jim recently recalled that he was quite hesitant about joining the firm back in 1973, as he and John had personalities like chalk and cheese, and was worried that their relationship wouldn't handle working together. Despite their personality differences, both John and Jim shared a common pursuit of justice and passion for the fair representation of all people. These values of community, excellence, integrity and trust are the integral principles of Marsden's Law Group and stem from their parents, Guy and Tibby Marsden, whose work as publicans at the Lax Hotel in Campbelltown shaped the attitude and values of these two men that would be displayed them as exceptional lawyers, particularly that all people are equal and deserve the same respect and representation. Community is paramount to Marsdens, who identifies not only their base but also their home. Over the past 5 decades, the law group has always aimed to ensure that their services contribute something of significance to the community they serve. That is, a bond of reciprocation between lawyers and locals. Beyond their professional involvement in the community, Marsden's employees are also involved in local service groups such as Rotary, Lions and Quota, as well as sporting organisations including the Western Suburbs Magpies, the West Tigers, and even right down to the junior football clubs and swinging clubs across our region and great city. As acknowledged by Jim, this community involvement traces itself back to John, who had a proud record of community involvement, culminating in his service as President of the Law Society of New South Wales for many, many years. These values and principles form the ideology that has driven Marsden's continued success for the past 50 years and continues to drive them forward today and into the future. While the laws that they rework with are amended, repealed and introduced every day in this place, the Marsdens ideology is both sufficiently robust and well-grounded to react to the ever-changing headwinds of the justice system. This is an ode to the leadership of Jim and his team of partners, and through the commitment of the lawyers and staff of the firm, whose skills are continuously tested by cases and matters that require the finest legal practitioners. With great success comes great demand, and Marsden certainly has had its fair share of success over the years, with the opening of the offices in Sydney, Liverpool, Camden and Oran Park, in addition to their Campbelltown office. For its workforce of 14 partners, over 50 lawyers and more than 100 other staff. Despite the growth, their focus remains on serving the community that was the birthplace of the Marsdens boys and the very firm itself, my community and great city of Campbelltown. I'm proud to know Jim and his colleagues, and I am even prouder to acknowledge and celebrate this momentous occasion with them. On behalf of the Campbelltown community, this Parliament, the oldest Parliament, the Parliament of New South Wales, I thank Marsden's Law Group for its continued distinguished service to our region and diligent response to the many needs it confronts. And I wish them all the very best into the future and for many, many successful years to come. I thank the House.
I call the member.